A man is dead and a JSO officer is in the hospital after a shooting on Jacksonville's north side this morning. JSO says the man opened fire on the officer during a traffic stop. Rich Donnelly has been at the scene of the shooting all day long, and he has some more details for us tonight. Rich?
Jeannie, this is the home that the suspect drove to prior to this morning's shooting. Police say the suspect in this case was wearing a bulletproof vest and had multiple weapons in his vehicle. Right now, police have not released the name of the suspect, only saying that he died from his injuries at the hospital. But Sheriff T.K. Waters said a potentially dangerous person is off the streets.
He put himself in a situation that caused his demise. And I'm glad our officers did what they did.
A deadly morning on Jacksonville's north side. The investigation into this fatal officer-involved shooting continues, but Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters stands by the actions of his officer.
He was doing what he's expected to do by the citizens of this community. He shouldn't be shot at for that. Well, because he was shot at, he returned fire and was able to eliminate the threat. Now that person cannot be a threat to anyone else. He's done.
Officer A.C. Godling was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound to his left foot. JSO says he's expected to be okay. Officer Godling has been on the force for 15 years and was named the finest officer of the month for Zone 3 back in 2019.
You can see about 30 officers down here, down the street on Trout River, and police cars pulling in like mad.
Roger Jones is the owner of an auto repair shop down the street from the scene of the shooting. His main concern is the health and well-being of an officer who was involved in a gunfight with a man wearing a bulletproof vest with multiple weapons.
We're just blessed that the officer was able to stop it, because it could have been worse wherever he was going.
A sentiment echoed by Sheriff Waters.
If he's willing to fire at a police officer, he's willing to fire at anyone. So I'm not happy that an officer was hurt, but I am happy that an officer was able to interdict or stop something more egregious from happening in our community.
The state attorney's office is investigating the shooting. This was the first officer-involved shooting in Officer Godling's career and the fourth for JSO as a department this year. Reporting live on the north side, Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.